Hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining me again. We are talking about Trello still. If you have been following along with this little series, we are going over the things that I think every business should have organized in one place. Trello being a great free solution for that. So these are just basic trainings on Trello and how to use it, maneuver things around, and then recommendations of what every business should have. We put all of our stuff in all these different places, and it's easier to have them all easier and more efficient to have them all clustered in one spot. So you have one place to go to, and you can access anything in your business that you need to. Instead of having to think about it and having to be logged in at a certain computer and then blah, 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 trying to share it to your team. They don't have access. It's a whole thing. So to save yourself some time if you can spend a little bit of time each day that you're doing a project, each time you open up something in your business, copy the link and get it into your Trello board. Just over time, you can get everything in there, or you could spend an hour or a couple hours and just get it all in at once. But there's so much you can do, and we'll have a lot more discussion about this. But these are just things that I've used. These are ways that I've used Trello in my business and to stay organized and on top of things and communicate with the team. And then it's also the way that I've created and set up boards or like organizing for clients and for companies that I've worked for in the past. And so so let's see. The first part that we had talked about, and these are just like basics. These are like safe things to share with your team. But you can only share if you choose to. You can share just specific cards even to specific people. So you can get as secure on this board as you need to. You can get as broad to sharing everything to the whole team, giving access to everyone. It's totally up to you and how you set it up. And we've talked about that in some of the other trainings, specifically how to share and communicate. We may hit on it again as it comes up, but the plan right now is just to quickly review. We have your branding list, everything with your brand, so that your colors, your fonts, your photos, whatever, tells the same story. You could also add words that you use, words not to use. This is especially great for when you have someone like a copywriter coming in or someone taking over your social media and you want them to know what your voice is. Like, what is the feel, the vibe, everything, branding right there in that list. Okay. You can add more cards than what I've got. You could simplify it or combine things, whatever. It's up to you, and it's totally customizable, and that is what is great about it. So then we had, originally I had social channels and common links in one long list, but we split that up here. Common links, things like forms. I don't even use these anymore, but like things, the scheduling link, affiliate links, like payment button links, all the different kinds of links that you may need to quickly access. Or that your web designer may need to access to add to build a new landing page for you, whatever. Tons and tons of options here. Just a quick links reference. And then social channels, if you need to share your Facebook page, your Facebook group, your Instagram handle, like whatever, everything is LinkedIn, everything's right here. Then today we're going to be talking about website copy and testimonials. And I'm actually going to I'm going to click here and copy the list because I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And so we're going to do testimonials on one spot. What I've liked, we're going to do website copy and services. Okay, so, and then we're going to switch this one and do just testimonials. So these are not like all of my testimonials. I just grabbed some of the things from my Trello board so that I could, from an old Trello board as I was cleaning it up, just to use as examples and things. So we've got now we're going to have a testimonials column. And so easy reference for testimonials. If you've got a client that's like on the fence, they want They want to know some personal stories. You want to share some stories and experiences on your social media channels for content. You can repurpose testimonials in so many ways. They're great on your website, but they're an easy thing to add into content always, because it's not you bragging about yourself. It is what someone else has said. And especially if you can get a good system in order for collecting testimonials from clients and customers, like, it's so great to be able to use their photo or their video and to use their words describing their experience. So I'm going to split up the testimonials. We'll do that in one, and then website copy and services. So I duplicated the list. I made a copy, and this one where I changed the titles, and I'm just going to archive. I just right click, archive, right click, archive, right click, archive. And that's going to go over there too, archive. Okay, so then I've just got some testimonials, and those will just stay there. And then I'll create a new card each time I have a new testimonial. Oh, I don't want to edit hers, but and then website copy, I'll go down here and I'll just like delete some of these testimonials, like some of these really old testimonials. And then, what's this? Well, that goes somewhere else. Do you want to know how to make a landing page for Instagram? I have that there. I guess I can share that in another video. So I'm just going to like quickly archive all these old testimonials. Okay, so now I've got all my like website copy for my services page and a blog post signature. I could do another list with blog ideas, and then create a whole separate board on content creation, which I actually have for you. If you would like to get your hands on a Trello board that is already laid out, that you can just make a copy of and start filling in your own stuff. It makes it super easy. So if you'd like one of those, I have a couple different options. So we'll put a link down in the training, and or a link down below the video, and you can get access to that, and you can just copy the board, and it's super easy to do that. And then you have it set up already with the best things that you should have for your business layout, all the stuff, all the easy access, quick access things that you need for your business. So let's see. And I'd love to hear too what you guys use Trello for. So this is just like a test one that one of my assistants has. So she only has like a couple boards, but I'm going to be going over a social media board. I'm going to be carrying some stuff over and doing a training for you on how to set up a social media board, like a content planning board. So that's going to be our next training. But let me go back. Where was that? Oh, but this is my testing one that I use with you guys. Okay, so branding, common links, social channels, testimonials, website copy, and services. So that includes like your pricing, how you describe your services, anything you would have on your website. So ideally you could take, and your about you, and photos with that. So ideally you could use you could use this to reach out to, your assistant could use this to reach out to for collaborations, or like to be a guest on a podcast, or so many things. And then to be a guest speaker somewhere. And then you have different things about your services and your pricing in your approved wording, hitting the pain points of the customer and how you solve their problem, all of that. The verbiage that you use on your website, you can use and probably should use if it's working for you. You should probably be using that on anything. So if you need to quickly have your assistant put together a brochure for the seminar you are invited to last minute, there it all is. It's in the Trello board. Copy it over into a new brochure format. Easy, super easy. And you can even comment here, tag your person at, mine's just like this. Please create a brochure of services and pricing plus contact info for this weekend's summit. Send me the proof via email. Thanks. And then save. Whoops. And then save and see it's blue. So it tagged her. So she's going to be notified and she can respond to me right there. Or she can send me an email. But it's just nice being able to communicate all in the one spot. You can see it. You have got the links there. If she could then create another list and upload the proof and tag me, and then I'd be able to see it and say, okay, let's change this, and my picture's not big enough, blah, blah, blah. You forgot the email address for them to contact me, or you forgot the website or whatever. Add that on and then upload a new proof. And you can keep that conversation thread going in the card on the one project, which is so nice. But again, there's still so much you can do here. There's so much. You can also make deadlines. So I could assign a deadline for her, tag her, assign a deadline, say I need this by the end of the day or by the end of tomorrow. Is that reasonable? And then she's got it and she can go straight. She doesn't have to go from her Gmail and read the long email and then come over to Trello and look for it. And then be like, oh, where are all the links and the graphics? They're all right there on the one card for her, or at least in the list. And then she has at least a starting point. So rather than explaining everything and finding the links from everything and the graphics that we made like 2 years ago and all of that stuff, copying stuff from the website and putting it all together in a project email so that your designer can get started for you. Instead, I just tagged her on the project or tagged her on the information she needs, and she can quickly gather a lot of information there and have access to a lot of things. And so then she can get started and I'm not having to handhold, which gives your it gives your team so much power, to be able to just so much freedom. No one wants to be micromanaged. And so it's nice for you to give them the tools to take action and to lift weight off your shoulders, because that's what your team wants to do. Your team, when you're leading your team wants to help you. They want to do the things they love to do, creating the graphics or writing the copy or selling or whatever it is, so that you can do the parts that you're great at. And so setting everything up in a really organized way, whether that's for right now or for the future as you scale, it just really makes a big difference in empowering your team and in making it easier to delegate. Because it is, I don't know about you, but delegation can be so hard. And it can be hard when you're a control freak, but it can also be like me, but it can also be hard when you just are so unorganized or so unclear that you have to it feels like it takes more brain power and more energy to try and get everything ready for them to do the task. And so what we're doing here with this Trello board and with getting organized in your business is taking that off the table. You are going to know where everything is. You are going to have everything in one place. You're going to feel organized, and knowing that it's there and knowing that you're consistently just building on that, that's your new thing. It's going to take away a lot of stress and a lot of worry. And so when you do want to bring someone new on or grow your team or whatever, or even just for yourself when you're looking for something, instead of a billion apps, all the places it could be, it's going to be on this one platform. And logins and passwords are a whole nother thing, but but at least getting the information, it's going to get you started. So super excited. I have more Trello trainings coming up for you, but also just more stuff, more insights. I learn the most myself when I see what someone else is doing, and then I use their experience to make choices for myself. I get to pick what is working for them and what's not working for them into what's working for me, and not gonna what I want to try. what's going to work for me, what's not. And so you definitely don't have to do a Trello board like this. You don't have to do a Trello board if you don't want. But if you came across this video, you're probably interested in Trello. Maybe you already use it. I'd love to hear how you're using Trello or what ideas you have. I use Trello for personal things too. I've got a family board so that I can keep up on my tasks that happen like every month and every quarter and every year, all the things that need to happen there. So maybe I'll show something like that. You can do it also for your business, because every year you need to renew your business license, and every quarter you need to pay your taxes maybe, and every so often, when is your pay period, and when do you send out checks for affiliates, or when do you do your QuickBooks and update your receipts? Like there's so many tasks that you do, and some of us may be procrastinators. There's a way to create a board so that you can sync it to your calendar and have it all just remind you on your calendar instead of trying to remember every year. But there's so many more trainings we can do, so many more things, fun things to talk about when it comes to organizing your business and tips to grow your business, automating things and marketing tools and strategies. So I hope that you'll hang around. You can subscribe to my channel, or you can click on the link down below and get on our insiders list. So thanks for watching this training, and so much more to come.